What comes to mind when you hear social media? Maybe it brings you positive emotions, like sharing memes with your friends over Instagram. Or maybe it brings you negative emotions of a time you got self-conscious about your appearance compared to popular influencers. Everyone is bound to have a different feeling associated with it. Whichever way you feel, you have to acknowledge its origin, that social media was created to connect people all around the world and give them an outlet for finding like-minded people. However, 20 years ago, we did not have this ability. People were limited to connecting with people in their local neighborhoods. This was a major change in how people could interact with each other. We have been able to enter what's called an information utopia. This is made possible through social media by being able to create a persona of ourselves and connect with people from anywhere. We now have unlimited access to the world's collected knowledge and quick access to events happening in real time, whereas in the past, information was only spread through newspapers or on television. It has become a lot easier to find people who have similar interests as you through Reddit threads or a Discord server of people who like the same TV shows as you. However, does this mean we are in fact living in a true utopian society due to the unlimited information and unlimited connections? I believe this answer varies from person to person, as a utopia is described as a place of ideal perfection, especially in laws, government, and social conditions, which will vary depending on what a person truly wants out of an ideal life. So, what type of society are we living in? I believe this answer depends on the user, since some people have positive connotations with social media and others have bad ones. I believe, however, that with the right knowledge about the downsides of social media and knowing how to use social media positively can turn every user's experience into a utopia for themselves. Mental health has always been a problem many users face from excessive internet use. A study done by the University of Pennsylvania researched the mental health aspects of college students based on 7 factors: social support, fear of missing out, loneliness, self-acceptance, self-esteem, anxiety, and depression. These are some of the major mental problems users tend to experience from social media, as we make a lot of weak connections with people online that tend to not always offer much in return, except maybe validation on an Instagram post. The study found that when users cut down their social media usage to 30 minutes a day, they experienced improvements like exhibiting reduced loneliness and depression, as well as anxiety and FOMO decreased within the experiment groups. Reducing time spent on social media every day can help improve mental health while still feeling connected to online communities. Along those lines, a lot of people tend to mindlessly scroll on Instagram or Facebook when they experience boredom or downtime. Researchers at Facebook found that when people spend a lot of time passively consuming information, reading but not interacting with people, they report feeling worse afterwards. This is referring to the passive user, which a lot of people can probably relate to. This can lead to an increase in loneliness and depression, as you are just watching people living what appears to be a better life than you. This is not the case, it just seems that way because of how others have chosen to present themselves online. In order to reduce this, avoid using social media as a distraction from boredom and make your time spent on social media meaningful. When you go onto social media, have a purpose, whether it be to make a post, check up on how a friend is doing, or even researching about a topic you may be interested in. Posting a selfie on social media can actually be helpful if done in a mindful manner. Selfies are the new way to show self-expression and to build identity. Your profile picture can become an avatar of sorts, a statement not only about who you are, but who you want to be. Selfies allow you to show your best self on social media, and can help you aspire to be a better person. We are striving to create a networked self, which is an attempt to express the self and connect with others in a way that rewards us, but also exposes our true personality to the world. This sort of networked selfie drives to project an image that we want others to reference, to use as a guide as they understand the many facets of who we are. This can be useful for feeling confident in your image and in your interests by finding communities that support you for who you want to be. It can also be helpful on, for example, LinkedIn, where you present the best of yourself to connect with people at jobs you might be interested in. Selfies and other small messages in profile can tell a lot about who you are, and you get to choose what you want others to see and who sees it. This is a key factor to finding out that there are people within your community that are also really interested in things you may have not even known about. This can help you find your own community online. If you find yourself experiencing depression, loneliness, anxiety, or extreme FOMO, try reevaluating your use of social media. There are some links in the description that have some helpful tips on reducing your screen time and being more mindful about how you spend time on social media. I think by having a purpose when going on social media, making a profile that represents your interest, and finding an active community of people with similar interests is a great place to start to making your social media experience a personal utopia.